Back in the saddle. Hey y'all, it's Trey, good to see you again, and welcome back, dears. I know it's been a while since I did a Dimash reaction, had to give the man a breather. I like to give most artists a little bit of a breather between, my experiences with them, just so I don't oversaturate my ears. But I think I have waited long enough, and I'm excited to watch another Dimash performance. Before I get into this video though, I want to give you guys a little update on my plants. For those of you who are just now learning, I have become a plant dad recently. I have 3. This one is DaBaby. He was having some problems a week ago. I've had these guys for 3 weeks now, and some of his leaves were overexposed, but I pruned them and he's looking great now, and he has little pointy spikes on the edges. Look at that. My goal is, if I can take care of these plants, if I can not kill them in the winter, then I will have a great time with them in the spring and the summer. This is my aloe vera plant. His name is Executor for the Pokemon. And I'm really thinking this guy needs a new pot because he's getting kind of big. Yes, very proud of him. And then this one is my biggest one. His name is Bayleaf. He was having a really tough time a week and a half ago, and now he's taken a turn for the better, I think. Lots more green. There was some yellow about a week ago, but I pruned, and now he's looking great. So everyone say, great job, we love you, Bayleaf, because I love you, Bayleaf. You're so pretty to look at. It makes me sad when I go to work and I have to leave home. On to the reaction. So for the sake of honesty and transparency, this is not my first time watching this performance, because I actually recorded a reaction to this performance earlier in the week, but after I started doing some post-recording research and in the middle of editing, I realized I was way off the mark watching this performance. I did not really get, one, what he was singing about, and 2, I didn't know the story behind it, which isn't to say that I did not enjoy it the first time. I enjoyed it the first time. He walked out, and you could catch a little glimpse of skin underneath the scarf and jacket. But I learned that there was a video that went further in depth with it, and so I thought, let's go a little deeper. So, this is my reaction to the full explained performance on Ji Woo's channel. This is a performance of Autumn Strong from the competition show Singer. I've heard really great things about this. This is supposed to be really poetic, and I just can't wait to dive in. So let's dive right into this reaction video. Oh, I like that font.
бірақтан ішіне Қытай тілінде айту өте қиын болды.
Autumn Strong was originally written by songwriter Koji Tamaki. The song is about Yoshiko Yamaguchi, a Chinese-born Japanese actress during World War II. She's gorgeous. She hid her Japanese heritage under the name Li Shanglan. Wow. The Chinese audience adored her, not knowing the truth. After the war, her real identity was exposed. Scorned by the people who once loved her, Yoshiko was deported to Japan. And she never saw China again. I do want to say that the creator of this channel did fact check on that one point. Miss Yamaguchi did indeed return to China in her later years as the Japanese Parliamentary Vice Minister of Environment. Let me upgrade you. So there's a story and a person behind this song. I love that. Also, I think it's really interesting and so humble of Dimash that his main concern, his main worry of obstacle of learning a song in a week is being honest and doing the song justice in terms of the language. That's really a seasoned performer. Like, his main concern is not the vocals and impressing the people with all of the notes. He wants to honor the song and the original intention. I love this man!
의지가 들었어. 소실진 증기는 기술은 증기득진 희생당도 акцент şeyde onun için айтып тұрған нәрсені түсінбей қалуым мүмкін ба деп ойлаймын көрермендер.
Nice. So this has become a part of Dimash's repertoire now.
көрермендер үшін әрқашан 100% өзін 100% беріліп тұрып жұмыс жасау керек. Сол кезде көрермендер де 100% қолдау болады. Бүгінгі таңда көрермендердің ықыласымен ниеттеніп ең алғашқы.
This video, I think, tells me that this is one of those moments where Dimash really connected with his fans and won the hearts of the people as he was competing on this show. Because the show is hosted by China. It's a Chinese competition show where they invite singers from different countries. And he is not Chinese. So for him to partake in Chinese culture and in a part of their history, their musical history, that's a classy move, classy gesture. Yes, sir. We love a world citizen. This is beautiful. You guys are hearing what I'm hearing too, right? This is such a dynamic song. There isn't a single boring phrase in this. It's all so pleasing to the ear and so interesting. Like I am so focused on what he's doing here. Like I now I hear like vehicles outside my apartment, you know, people walking or animals outside. But when he's singing, everything just tunnel vision. I zero in on what he's doing. He's so engaging with his voice. No gimmicks on stage. It's just his voice. Of course, the arrangement is also beautiful. Man, I love that flute and the piano. But his voice is shining here. That's what you do on the singer. Now, the subject matter of the song has more layers to it now. So this is written about this Japanese singer, right? I wonder if the farewells that are being talked about in this song are her saying farewell to all the people that she's come to know, the farewell as she's going into exile, the farewell to her heritage as she, as people, when she had to say goodbye to her Japanese heritage for a bit and pretend to be Chinese. Is there that farewell going on? This songwriter took a specific story about a specific person and also made like a really universal sounding song, because I'm hearing this and I'm also thinking about like this could be any relationship between two people, or people and an idea, people and a country that is falling apart through no one's fault, but just bad luck or bad fortune. And that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. That something so painful is something so natural as a season changing. Putting that into words hurt me. Ah! Okay, let's keep going. Woo! Talk about something that I saw right before he goes into this powerful chorus, because I know it's coming, but I hope you guys are noticing what I'm noticing here. They are really playing up that he is singing a song in Chinese to a Chinese audience. And to me, they're wanting to emphasize how special that is. You can tell from the way that they're cutting away to the audience members. These are people who know these words. That's a cinematography choice that is telling me that what he is doing here is super special. It's saying something about his heart and the kind of person that he is, and not just how good of a singer he is. Awesome. Phenomenal. First, the bling on his hand. I liked that. Yes, sir. We're just getting so many fun, stylish choices from his outfit. God, everything about this man and his stage presence, I adore. Also, the one guy whose face was like, what was that about, man? Is that what you look like crying? Or did I miss something else? Because that was a funny moment. I loved that line. I don't fear longing, but your loneliness haunts me. It says something about the love of the person that this song is written from the perspective of. When you care more about someone else's well-being and someone else's pain than you yourself, oh, that is true love, because it is about the other person and you looking out for them. This song is so sad and so pure. And now we are attributing these qualities to Dimash as well. This is just so many brilliant choices here. I'm glad I went back and re-recorded this because this is a far richer experience than what I had before. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see in the back of that frame when they cut away to the other contestants? Homegirl was turned away from the camera. I think she was so emotional because she was the one they showed at the beginning where she was clearly moved. But she was turned away in that frame and someone was tapping her on the shoulder to comfort her. There's so many details in this. You can see Dimash is cutting people to the core here. That woman that they showed at the end that they did a little cut of? Who was that? I love this man so much. Wow, you take a couple of months off and you forget what Dimash can do to you. Okay. There's a few things that I want to talk about in that last 2 minutes of that, okay? So first off, I love that line, the way he delivered, "No one will hear of our desolation." That "no one will hear" came at like the climax. That was one of the loudest and highest parts of the song. And the way that he cut that phrase off with like just catching the breath, like it was like he had spent all of his energy. "No one will hear of our desolation," coming at a phrase like that where he is so loud and so powerful is just heartbreaking because like you're telling me no one is hearing this? No one is hearing this heartbreaking sound? And then afterward, he's just quiet and soft after that, and we just feel the fading of this person. It's beautiful. I also felt like sometimes when Dimash goes into his higher register, there's a little bit of showing off that happens. That I did not feel was the case here. I thought it made sense artistically because when you think about this song being written about and for this woman who, had to hide a part of herself, I feel as though that choice to go up into his soprano register is giving voice to her and making the clear choice that this song is not about just me, the performer. It's about the story behind the song as well. And it's about the people who know this song and are touched by it. That was a gorgeous, beautiful choice that I thought I loved. It's typical Dimash progression through a song, you know, to do that, but it worked very well here. It worked very well here for more than one reason, and it wasn't just him showing off. So I really appreciated that about him. It's just, it was a good choice for him. This whole song was a good choice. His hard work paid off. He learned this in a week. He learned this in a week. Chinese is not his first language. He had to learn the lyrics and the language of the song. And he did it not because it was easy, but because of the gesture that it was and the impression that it would make on the audience and how it would connect him to this fan base. You guys, show me other artists who do that. Show me other performers, show me people who do that. Show me people who do that in any field, who go out of their way to make a gesture like that for someone who is so different from them and comes from a world so different from theirs. This is just so classy. I am so impressed by how classy that performance was. Dimash, I love you, man. And I thank you guys so much for recommending this performance to me, and I'm so glad I went and watched the video with an explanation. It paid off. Yes, this is probably one of the most special Dimash performances that I have ever seen. There were just things in there that I noticed that I have not noticed in other performances of his. It was so special and so humble. Thank you. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Send me any plant-raising tips if you have them, because I could use a little bit of help. I'd like to see them grow more, although I think I'm doing all right. Maybe just send me encouragement and tell me that I'm doing a good job, because I do need to hear that. Send me more stuff to react to, and I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye! There was a screw on the floor that I almost stepped on. Whoop! That could have been nasty.